Chapters 7 and 8: The Rise of Europe and the High and Late Middle Ages. Part 5: Trade and Travel. As you listen to the video, add to the outline below. All notes must be in your notebook. The essential question number 1. Answer the question in your notebook. Why was trade and travel able to develop at the end of the Dark Ages? In the 1100s, feudal warfare and foreign invasions declined. People felt safer and began to travel more. The Crusaders brought luxury goods back to Europe from the Middle East. Wealthy nobles desired goods that could not be produced on manors. The traders began to crisscross Europe to meet the growing demands for goods. The Crusaders also brought back ideas such as Arabic words, mathematics, scientific ideas, engineering and architectural concepts, medical knowledge, geographical knowledge, goods from Asia and India, such as silk, spices, cotton, pasta, and a great desire to find ways to get to Asia. A new kind of marketplace sprang up, a traveling market. In this new kind of market, traders and merchants with new and luxury goods set up to sell their wares for a short time. These traveling markets would move from town to town. They would set up and stay for a week or two, selling what they had, then move to the next town. Merchants needed someone who could exchange their money for the local money. This led to the creation of money changers. This was the start of the banking system. Barter, or the exchange of one thing for another, was becoming less popular. The nobles started trading silver and gold for what they wanted. The Silk Road brought goods from the East to Europe. Silk was the main commodity. The list is long of what was traded on the Silk Road: woolen goods, carpets, camels, military equipment, gold and silver, semi-precious stones, skins, cotton fabrics, gold embroidery, exotic fruits, sheep, dogs, leopards and lions, porcelain, bronze ornaments, paper, ivory, spices, ginger, dyes, rice, and slaves. Travel in the Middle Ages. Land travel followed the ancient Roman roads, severely damaged, until from the 12th century they started to rehabilitate them. For long trips between coastal cities, the sea was preferred. It was quicker and more comfortable than the land. There was a limited amount of inns On the most important roads there were hostels, also called hospitals, usually linked to the church, where the poor and pilgrims are welcomed. Everyone walked frequently. The non-existence of mechanical means in the Middle Ages meant that people had strong legs used to walk. This fact has been documented with the forensic examination of human skeletons of that time. Merchants, migrants, messengers, military, religious figures, nobles, tax collectors, artisans, minstrels, students, intellectuals, vagrants, and beggars traveled throughout Europe. In the Middle Ages, vehicles with wheels, like carts, were useful for short distances, but they were not used for long trips due to the poor conditions of the roads. Much of the population might spend most of their lives within a 20-mile radius. Yet people did travel. The aristocracy especially traveled a lot. Without modern communication, the only easy way to tell what was happening somewhere was to go there. And of course, the armies marched back and forth, and young men traveling to tournaments. Pilgrimage was one of the most common forms of medieval travel, eventually becoming a mass movement which crisscrossed Europe for centuries. One traveled places to improve one's soul, and the difficulties of the journey were supposed to help improve it by shaking out of lethargy and luxury. The best pilgrimage goal was always Jerusalem, the scene of the crucifixion, but most Europeans would choose more accessible places to go. Essential question number 2. List 5 reasons people might travel during the Middle Ages. Answer the question in your notebook. Draw a picture that shows an understanding of a concept from the video. The drawing must have color and be more than a few lines and circles. Be prepared to take a quiz on your notes the next class day.